France is a member of NATO and one of the nuclear powers. There are no external threats to the Republic, but there are some disputes over spheres of influence with Turkey. At the same time, the desire to strengthen influence in the world, as well as the promotion of military products on the global arms market, determine the development of the military industry, which allows the creation of modern weapons. Most of them are created in cooperation with other European countries. One of the fully nationally oriented industries is the nuclear weapons complex, which ensures the creation of sea and air-based nuclear weapons. The modernization of the submarine's ballistic missiles M51 continues, allowing to hit potential enemy targets at a maximum range from 9 to 10,000 kilometers. The engine is solid fuel. The launch weight of the missile is more than 50 tons. The length is about 13 meters. The missile is capable of delivering up to 6 warheads with a capacity of about 300 kilotons in TNT equivalent, each to the target. ASMP-A nuclear supersonic cruise missiles are being improved. The launch mass of the missile is up to 900 kilograms. The payload is about 200 kilograms. The carriers of this missile are the Mirage 2000 and Rafale aircraft. The maximum range is about 500 kilometers. The power of the warhead is about 300 kilotons in TNT equivalent. The maximum speed is about 3,000 kilometers per hour. The missile presumably has the ability to fly at extremely low altitudes to overcome air defenses. The guidance system is inertial, with GPS and Galileo correction. In the future, these missiles are planned to be replaced by ASN-4G hypersonic missiles currently under development, with a maximum flight speed of 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers per hour and a range of more than 1,000 kilometers. The adoption of hypersonic missiles is planned no earlier than the 2030s. The SCALP cruise missile, a joint Franco-British development, has a launch range of about 1,000 kilometers. Further improvement of these missiles is aimed at increasing accuracy and striking ability. According to available information, the carriers of this missile are tactical fighters, surface ships, as well as submarines of a new class of the Barracuda type. The missile's targeting is combined and includes an inertial system with GPS or Galileo correction, a terrain correction system, and an optical homing head in the final section. The mass of the missile is about 1,300 kilograms, and the warhead is about 450 kilograms. The flight altitude in the marching section is no more than 50 meters. The value of the miss is no more than 2 meters. In addition to France, the SCALP cruise missile is in service with the United Kingdom, Italy, Greece, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, as well as Ukraine. According to a number of experts, the Rafale fighter is the last aircraft in Europe made entirely by one country. The modernization of the fighter to the F4 modification is aimed at improving avionics and adding new weapons. The improved fighter is planned to be equipped with a new active electronically scanned array radar, more advanced communication systems, and a helmet-mounted target designation system. The aircraft will receive a new Mica-NG air-to-air missile, a set of new guided bombs, as well as an outboard container with reconnaissance equipment. In addition, the aircraft is planned to be equipped with a new engine control unit. It is planned to improve the avionics, including using elements of artificial intelligence. The data exchange system between the aircraft integrates them into a common information space. The new generation Mica-NG air-to-air missiles has a maximum range of about 40 kilometers. The missiles can be equipped with an active radar and infrared homing system. The new missile is planned to use an active electronically scanned array and an optical matrix for more accurate and noise-proof guidance. A special feature is the thrust vector control unit, thanks to which the missile has high maneuverability, so it is possible to hit aerial targets behind the carrier aircraft. After launch, the missile turns 180 degrees according to the external target designation and hits the target. These missiles can also be used on land-based and ship-based air defense systems. The French company Dassault is the lead contractor for the creation of the promising European reconnaissance and strike drone NEURON. The drone is created according to the flying wing scheme with extensive use of composite materials, which makes it stealthy for radars. The main armament of the drone is expected to be guided bombs. The combat load is approximately up to 500 kilograms. It is planned to make extensive use of artificial intelligence elements. The main application is aimed at autonomous drone operations in difficult combat conditions. The maximum speed is about 960 kilometers per hour. The flight altitude is up to 15 kilometers. The wingspan is about 13 meters. The prototype is currently undergoing flight tests. The total cost of the program is approximately 400 million euros, and one finished drone costs about 25 million euros. The development of combat aviation is carried out under the program Future Combat Aviation System. In fact, this program is a response to the development of a similar program in the United States called New Generation Air Dominance. The key element of this system is a new generation fighter, the conceptual appearance of which is still being developed. In addition, it is planned to ensure the joint combat use of this fighter and swarms of drones. The option of launching drones from the A-400M military transport aircraft is being considered. The main tasks of these swarms of drones will be reconnaissance, diversionary actions, and the destruction of the enemy's air defense system. A group of drones can be controlled from a fighter jet. The system will also include AWACS aircraft and reconnaissance spacecraft, information about the air and ground situation from which will be transmitted in real time to strike vehicles. To increase the capabilities of the armored forces, the Leclerc tank is being upgraded to the XLR Scorpion version. The modernization of the tank includes additional armor protection, including dynamic protection, along the sides and frontal part of the hull and turret. Installation of an improved passive protection system on the tank, which, when laser irradiation is detected, initiates a shot of an aerosol curtain masking the tank in the visible and infrared spectra. A new combat information control system with elements of artificial intelligence is being installed on the tank. These systems not only increase the effectiveness of tank combat, but also unite a group of tanks into a common information space, which significantly increases the effectiveness of tank units in combat. The tank is armed with a 120mm smoothbore cannon with a loading system and machine guns. Currently, the Leclerc tank is one of the most expensive tanks in the world. ASMP-A-R has a firing range of about 4 kilometers at moving and stationary targets, including tanks, protected shelters, as well as openly positioned enemy infantry. Depending on the type of target, the warhead of the missile can be tandem cumulative with armor penetration up to 1,000 millimeters of homogeneous armor, as well as high explosive fragmentation with tungsten striking elements that hit infantry within a radius of about 15 meters. ATGM can be used in 3 modes with different guidance systems. This is a fire and forget mode when using a dual-band missile homing head with visible and infrared sensors. Guidance over a fiber optic cable. In this mode, aiming can occur after the launch of the missile, as well as the external target designation mode via radio channel, when the missile guidance after its launch is carried out not by the ATGM operator, but by an outside gunner. It is possible to choose the flight path, direct and mounted to hit armored vehicles in the most vulnerable places, from above into the turret or engine compartment. The Aster 30 SAMP-T anti-aircraft guided missiles and the PALM's naval air defense systems are being improved. The missile guidance system is combined, inertial with correction in the initial and middle guidance sections and active radar in the final section. The maximum range of damage is approximately 120 kilometers. All existing and promising aircraft, helicopters, drones, cruise and ballistic missiles can be targets for the missile. The flight altitude is up to 20 kilometers. The speed is about 4,500 kilometers per hour. Work is underway to create missiles with increased capabilities to defeat ballistic missiles at a range of more than 1,500 kilometers. Currently, in addition to France, these missiles are in service with 8 countries, including the United Kingdom, Italy, Algeria, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and others. The Exoset MM-40 Block 3 anti-ship missile has a range of up to 180 kilometers. The missile has a combined guidance system, inertial with GPS correction at the initial and middle guidance sites and active radar at the final one. In case of salvo use, it is possible to set intermediate route points for missiles. This will allow firing at the ship with several missiles simultaneously from different directions. The flight altitude in the marching section is several meters above the water surface. The missile can be used from ships, aircraft, or ground-based launchers. In addition, the missile can be used against ground targets. In addition to France, various modifications of the Exoset anti-ship missiles are in service in about 30 countries. To build up the fleet's forces, a new multipurpose nuclear submarine Submarine is being created, worth about €1.5 billion. The features of the submarine are the low level of underwater noise, as well as modern equipment for detecting enemy submarines. The submarine's armament includes SCALP cruise missiles, anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, underwater mines, as well as Mica missiles for destroying aerial targets. For the defense of the ship, false Canto targets will be used, simulating a submarine and re-aiming enemy torpedoes at themselves. False Canto targets during a torpedo attack are fired from special launchers of a protected submarine or ship. False targets emit acoustic signals that accurately mimic the acoustic portraits of protected vessels, re-aiming enemy torpedoes at themselves. The emitted acoustic signals provide multiple retargeting of the torpedo, which overloads its sonar and depletes energy. Along with the anti-torpedo maneuver of the protected submarine or ship, this significantly reduces the likelihood of its defeat. Currently, the customers of this system are about 5 countries, including Brazil, Egypt, and others. Thus, France's technological development allows it to produce competitive weapons, remain one of the most independent states of the European Union, and pursue an expansionist policy in a number of regions. Write comments, put likes, see you soon.